I should be like you, Melvin.
Ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Cherries fans from around the world. Wherever you are watching this morning, welcome back to a Cherry AM edition on this, as you can see from my window, fairly dark and gloomy Thursday morning. Welcome to my co-host, as always, Malcolm Chiverton. How are you this morning?
Morning, Ollie. Morning, everybody in the chat. All good, thanks. It's super tramp here this morning. 11 degrees. It's raining again. Yeah, so there we go. Throw that one in.
Yeah, love that. As always, a fantastic show on a Thursday, especially the one just before the Premier League kicks back in. We have obviously got Crystal Palace away coming up on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So today, as always, we'll be running through our starting lineup, standout players, predicted scores, and a few bits and bobs on the international games as well. But first, we'll come into the chat because obviously, as always, again, we've got people ready and waiting this morning. Dan Short says, good morning. What's your predicted lineup and score for Saturday? Step ahead of you, Dan.
Morning, Dan.
David DaCosta, good morning to all in the chat. 27 degrees and glorious sunshine here in Melbourne. Roll on the weekend for the football, up the Cherries. Love that.
Morning, David. A bit envious.
I've been waiting. Glorious weather update from you, David. It's finally there, which is nice. Dan Short, 12 degrees and cloudy in Poole.
Yeah.
Morning, Ollie and Malcolm. Morning, Dan.
Yeah, morning, yeah.
Here we are. Darren Hurst. Good afternoon, Ollie and Malcolm, and all in the chat. 27 degrees and cool afternoon breeze called the Frio Doctor after the city coastal suburb of Fremantle. Today's interesting fact. Nice. Like that. It's good.
Hi, Daz, or Bob the Builder. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Chris Abel, morning, Ollie and Mal. Morning, Chris.
Morning, Chris.
Dan Short, did we pick up any injuries from the international break? We will come on to that momentarily. He who dares, Del? Morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
How are you? Nice to see you back again, mate. Tommy Parry, morning, mate. Nice to have you in the chat. Nice and early.
Morning, Tom.
You all this morning, as mentioned, just before you missed it, Crystal Palace Premier League is back this weekend, chaps. Thank goodness. Exciting day on Saturday. Big game, really, really big game, and a super, super important 3 points or super important point, depending on which way it goes. But let's get into it, Mal, because you know what I'm like. I'm buzzing for the Premier League to get back, and it's been another short break. Only one weekend we've missed it, but it feels like an eternity since the last Premier League game already.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is a Friday to come as well, so we'll have to wait a bit longer. Yeah, super excited about it. Can't wait myself. Probably I don't show it like you do, but inside, yeah.
I think like everyone can see my clear excitement most of the time, mate. So
yeah.
Lineups. So I want to get into the lineup. Actually, no, before we do the lineups for the Crystal Palace game, do you want to give a rundown for the internationals so we know what's happened with some of our players?
Yeah, there was a couple of things on Tuesday. Obviously, because yesterday didn't happen. So we'll quickly run through those. Serbia, 3-1 win over Andorra. Jordi Petrovic, obviously in goal. And Milos came on as a second half sub. So good for them. They're not doing particularly well, but they still could manage second place in the group. So, and then obviously it would have to go through, another qualifier or knockout, whatever. Spain under 21s. Alex Jimenez played a part. 2-1 after they were one down 90 minutes, and the under 21s from Spain scored 2 goals.
Oh, crikey, one of them
to turn it around. So good for them. There were some other young players out and about playing. Alex Paulson played a full game as well in New Zealand's draw against Norway in Oslo.
Nice.
Just for info. And there is some other news actually we want to throw in. It come out yesterday for those that either like to watch them on TV or make plans to travel or whatever. There's 2 games that have been altered for the Cherries. The first one being Everton at home. It was scheduled for 3rd of December. It's now going to be a Tuesday, the 2nd of December, kickoff 7:30. Okay, so that Sky Sports can cover it live. And also the away game at Manchester, which has been moved, will take place Monday the 15th of December with an 8 p.m. kickoff, also to be televised on Sky. So hey ho for you people that like to travel. Yeah, an 8 p.m. kickoff, northwest England.
Oh,
maybe a stop overnight somewhere.
I do remember a very rainy, cold January the 2nd in northwest of England at Old Trafford. When was that? Was that last January now? And that was our first away win at the Old Trafford game in absolute torrential rain, and it was one of the best games I think I've ever seen in my life.
The year before?
January 2nd, either last year or the year before. I can't remember. Time rushes away from me too quickly.
Because we won 3-0.
Yes, we did, yeah. And it was unbelievable.
So the first one, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Got you.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just want to pop into the chat quickly. Darren Hurst says, excited for a 10 p.m. kickoff for me here in Western Australia. It could be worse, Darren. I know you've had a few worse ones recently. Tommy Parry says, I got to watch the Argentina under-20s game. Soler is incredible. We are truly blessed for talent in left back.
Wow. Where did you watch that, Tom? It's a question. Yeah,
that is a good question. Yeah, I imagine that had been on one of those Fire Sticks, wouldn't it? Because you can get all sorts of games on there. Unless he's watching it through someone else. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know, Tommy. Matt Harrison, Dean Court social match preview show out tonight. Special guest from a Palace channel. Stay tuned. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Please do tune into that, guys. Make sure you get on that. Get your notification bells clicked. Obviously, subscribe and like each of the videos on the channel anyway. But then you'll know immediately when these types of videos come out. It'll ping up on your phone. Yes, and good morning, Matt. Thanks, Mel. Sean and family, let's get that top of the Premier League on Saturday. It's at 3 p.m. on Saturday, just for everyone's knowledge. Darren says, Andorra's first 2 goals were world class. Second own goal header by defender, particularly. Yeah.
I don't think you're old enough to remember, but there was an absolutely classic headed own goal in a Merseyside derby from Sandy Brown. You can see it on YouTube. I mean, I remember back in the day, and I just couldn't believe it. But wow, it's worth having a look.
I will search that after this.
Just thought I'd throw that in as a memory.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. Dan Short says, how did Soler do yesterday? Yeah, Tommy Parry says that he looked amazing. Man of the match from left back, 12 duels won.
Brilliant.
That's exactly what we need coming back into the squad, isn't it?
Great player. We said when he came in, the potential was there anyway. And
yeah,
unfortunately, he's got pretty stiff competition, hasn't he?
Yeah. Tommy Dan says, what was the result? And Tommy says 1-0 to Argentina.
Does that mean they're in the final? I take it that was the one. Good grief, yeah, it was in the night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It would have been midnight your time.
Yeah, I think so. Sean and family says, interesting that Japan team are coming down to use our training facilities. I didn't know this, so I'm going to search this, Sean and family, because if that is the case, that makes me want to believe that something went well in September, which we all know what we was waiting for in September, for the week-long audit for Category 1 for our academy.
Right, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a sign of something. I don't know. Let me look into that, Sean. We've got another show together tomorrow, me and Mal, so I'll come back on that tomorrow. I'll do some research. But that is interesting. Let's just address the elephant in the room. What do you think of these Semenyo 75 million release clause rumours?
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it, please.
So yesterday, I looked on my phone, and in the BBC Sport, under the heading gossip, need I say any more? There it was. And obviously, if there's gossip, people just jump on the bandwagon. But we'll go into that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Got something else to bring up.
Or even tomorrow. Again, we've got a whole nother show tomorrow together. So that's we'll either come back to it or not. Darren Hurst is mentioning the likes. Guys, smash that like button, please. It does help in all aspects. Sean's reiterating, if we win, we will be top at 5 p.m. Understood. Yeah, that makes more sense. And wouldn't it just be amazing?
Sorry about
that. That's okay.
I've just hit the like button.
Darren Hurst says Soler will get his minutes, as regardless of the amazing chauffeur, fatigue management will be required.
Yeah.
100%. Rodney says, big up, Malcolm. And saying, I was thinking it didn't seem right. And then says that's 75 million short of his market value. Fair. Yeah, absolutely. It's well more within those realms for me, especially if you're talking about an early snatch and grab for a player like that. You've got to be throwing ridiculous money our way, because he's not going anywhere yet. There's no doubt in my mind.
No.
And I guarantee you, if someone goes, here's 100 grand a week compared to your 30 grand a week, he's still not going to go, oh yeah, I'll do that. He's not that kind of player. He's not going to jump at that kind of thing. So I've got a lot of faith.
I would go as far as to say he's not that kind of person.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Right. Look, let's come to the Crystal Palace game on Saturday. If by all means, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I don't mind. It's what day is it? Thursday. Come on, I'll start. Now we could have a bit of a discrepancy here between us. So, but let them know afterwards. All right. We talked about this before we came on air.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to start off then. Petrovic in goal.
Mm-hmm.
Back four. Jimenez, Diakate, Senesi, Truffert.
Okay.
Truffert. Tyler Adams, Ryan Christie thrown in the middle.
Yep.
And up front, we're going to go for Brooksy. Justin Kluivert's in from the start.
Yeah.
And Antoine with Eva up front.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, I have got some subs. It is questionable, Lewis Cook, because we don't know if he's available or not. Mm-hmm. So, and then Alex Scott, my mate, Proopy, Ben Gannon-Doak, Al Adley, Hill, Milos, Soler, and obviously Dennis is the goalkeeper. Spot the omission, people. Okay, do you want my prediction?
Yes, please.
I'll go for an away win 2-1.
Okay, strong.
I'm going for an away win 2-1.
Strong. I like it. Yeah. Now, mine is different.
I'm glad to hear it.
Quite different. And I think it's based on fitness and players not being injured or as injured or having those knocks anymore, essentially, because I feel like this is a game that we need to come away with. We need to come away with a point minimum. I mean, obviously 3 points would be fantastic, but against Palace at the moment, this is a daunting game for me. So I'm going all out.
My coffee cup is half full.
Annoyingly, I haven't got one yet this morning in my house. So I'm going Petrovic. And then I'm going back four, left back Trafford, Senesi, Diakite, Smith.
Wow.
And then, and this is going to surprise you even more, I'm going to go Lewis Cook, Tyler Adams.
Right.
Semenyo, Adley, Clivert, Evan Nilsson.
Wow.
And I'm going to push it a bit further. I'm going to go 3-1. And I think
like it.
Fantastic subs coming on. I think that would allow us to really hammer home the last 30 minutes of that game. That means we've then got capabilities to bring on the likes of Scott, Brooks, as you said, Krupi. I mean, there's a ton of players that we can bring on then for pace and for stamina in that second half. And I don't know. I just feel like if we're going to go into this game with strategy and tactics, it's not going to be about our starting lineup in our first half, you know.
It never is it? With Andoni, you know, one day it will fall into place where the starting 11 actually does produce a performance like maybe we did against Spurs.
Yeah,
come on, the game against Fulham is obviously very difficult. But if we could replicate what we did at Tottenham, that would be awesome. Football-wise, it's just so brilliant to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I'm just going to run through these comments. Dan Short says, I like that starting lineup, Malcolm.
Yeah, so do I. Thanks, Dan.
Dan Short says, I was going to say 2-1 or 2-0. Nice.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
Gaz goes Petrovic in goal. Trafford, Diakite, Senesi, Jimenez.
Great minds.
Adams, Christie, Brooks, Clivert, Semenyo, Evan Nilsson. 3-1.
Darren, did you look at my list?
He's gone super subs, Doak and Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, it's a good lineup. I can't argue with it, Mal. To be fair, I really can't. And I think if we came out like that with those subs, it's still a strong effort, you know.
Yeah. Mm.
Sean says a 1-0 win for us, I believe, but it's going to be close.
That's why I've gone 2-1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be, a runaway for any team. Really, really close games, and they have been tight knit over the last couple of seasons, haven't they? So, I mean, I'd take a 1-0, definitely.
I would also, I'd also take a 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Clean
don't
Clean sheets are brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think considering, I mean, if we're looking at stats, Palace haven't scored against us in the last 4 games.
Right. Yeah.
So I think we drew 0-0 against them last time we played, and then the time before that we won 3-0. And again, they haven't scored against us in 4 games. So and I'd like to think over the last 2 years, our back four has got much better and much more solid. So you'd like to think that will continue to go. Rodney says 1-1. Hard to predict this one. Definitely the biggest game of the season for us so far.
Definitely. Yeah.
Tommy says, I think Scott is incredible. He starts for me. Fair.
Okay. Yeah.
Smells like 1-1. They love their low block.
They do indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Tough nut to crack.
Yeah, absolutely. Daz says, I think there'll be a few yellows and also a red. Oh.
What, on Cherry AM?
No lateness from here anymore. Darren says the two greatest managers. Yeah, this is where I think it's going to be. It's going to be definitely a game to watch. I don't think it'll be 1-1 purely because of these two managers. I agree with both the defensive acumen of both teams. Obviously, I just can't see it staying at 1-1.
Two great minds.
Yeah, they're both fantastic. They're both fantastic, and they've both been poached into the Premier League. And what an effect they both had, like in their own way.
And they're being poached, aren't they? Both of them. So
exactly, yeah. It's continuing, isn't it? We do have a question here. Sean says, "What's your thoughts on Taverner?" Well. He's not in the squad.
Basically, I've just forgot him. And seriously, and you did likewise, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I actually again didn't really mean to.
No, a genuine oversight.
Had it have been a different game, had it have been a different opposition, and if it's a different stage of us in the league right now, he'd be in my squad. But right now, I just think against Palace, with the momentum that we've got and the intensity that that Saturday's game could bring, Clivert takes that spot for me. So it's as simple as that. There is no second question in my mind.
Like Tommy's comment here.
Yes. Yeah, Tav is a workhorse, but with Clivert seemingly back in form, I don't think he starts. Yeah, exactly that, Tommy.
Spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Even there, we need creativity. Again, so spot on. Like Tav is great, but Clivert is that next step, in my opinion. He's able to just open up that ball, lift up his head, and pick out players in a really successful way. And Tav tries, don't get me wrong, but I think with Tav, it's a lot more close-quartered. It's a less long balls and more 1-2s, more passing into areas, which doesn't always work, especially not against a team like Palace, which is where Clivert will come into his own. Hang on. I think we've missed one. Darren says it may be similar to last game, a big change of play second half. Yeah, absolutely.
That could well happen. Yeah, that could well happen.
And he also says Tav is great, but you never know which Tav is playing. He has an awesome shot, but needs to pull the trigger more often. Definitely Clivert over Tav. Interesting point. Not that does. And Rodney says what's definitely in the lads' favour is that Palace have had bigger games already than us. Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Certainly.
And it says they could have a bit of fatigue. Yeah, absolutely.
Also possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've also got a couple of players out. Decore is out, I believe.
We can check all this and then throw it in tomorrow's show, actually, can't we? Any updates that we find between now and then?
Absolutely, we can. Yeah. I tell you what, the one thing I am going to ask you is, obviously, after this international break, we've got this really tough game against Palace. You know, we're fourth, they're sixth. There's only 2 points between us. Who is the standout player that you'd like to see this weekend?
We actually mentioned this the other night, didn't we?
We did.
And the one I said he's on the bench for us is Ben Gannon-Doak.
Yeah.
As much as I want Krupi to be up there, firing on all cylinders. Ben Gannon-Doak, he's going to be the shining star, definitely. From what I've seen of him already, obviously with Scotland as well, and if he can play more or less the same way, obviously what he did against Fulham was brilliant. So, yeah, it's just adding something to the squad, to the team. Wonderful. Bring it on.
Yeah, nice. Love that. And I also share the excitement in Ben Gallen-Doak. I think the sooner that he starts to get his time to shine, the better it's going to be for everyone watching and involved, right? So, for me, I actually think that this weekend, and this isn't someone I've said once yet this season, I think it's going to be Semenyo. I think Semenyo is going to come out and he's going to do some crazy stuff in that final third against Palace. I feel like he's a bit like us, Mal. He misses the Premier League just as much as we do, you know. And I feel like he's yearning to get back on that pitch.
Well, the thing is, he's got to be really more than motivated now that Ghana qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So that's that's a real big boost, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my comment in the private chat before the show started about Cape Verde. We were going to mention that, weren't we?
Actually, we did. I see the private chat's got a 1 on it. I was frightened to click on it because I didn't know what was going to happen.
That's just my message to you, mate. It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, we were going to mention this the other day, but completely forgot for some reason or another.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful. Top their group. Cameroon were second.
That's
which
right.
is amazing to think about it. Yeah, 500,000 population, and they go into the World Cup finals.
Yes.
That is just, it's super. They're not the smallest country population-wise to qualify. Iceland for that. But yeah, a nice little fairy tale.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, I'm just looking at the table for Group D now. And they were top, as you said, 10 games, 7 wins and 23 points. Second, Cameroon, 5 wins, 19 points. Third, Libya, 4, Angola. All teams that have been around and played games a lot bigger than Cape Verde have.
Yeah.
Which is, as you said, it's one of those footballing moments of magic, isn't it, almost? It's amazing to see. I'm just reading here, apparently, Cape Verde fans and players had epic party after securing historic World Cup qualification.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, which is
and for those that don't know, it's Cape Verde is off the northwest coast of Africa, sort of group of islands, really, basically.
Yeah.
Check it out. So yeah, they're going to be super happy. Yeah. They're going to live off this for years.
Yeah. Well, especially considering their first qualification was only 2013 to the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah, that's right.
They've only had 3 other qualifications to major tournaments since then. So yeah, this is huge.
I just hope they don't get a really bad group. I think it would be nice to see them compete. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
At the level that we would like to see them compete.
Argentina, Spain, and Germany.
Not really. That's a bit too much, isn't it?
That's yeah. Coming back to the chat, Dell says Lewis Cook super sub. Possible, for sure.
Yeah,
possible. It's his time. His time has been coming over the last few months. Daz need to lock down Sarr with Adams. Here's the danger. Yeah, I'll be honest. If you were going to stick anyone on Sarr, pretty comfortable with putting Adams on him.
Yeah. They got some quality players, mate. So, not to be underestimated whatsoever.
No, agreed. Darren Hurst also says, I would like Krupi or Adley to have a blinder from 60-minute sub.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
Again, more than plausible at the moment. Sean and family, Japanese under-20 side to visit Bournemouth in November. Seems like this could have some truth behind it, which is awesome. We'll get onto this tomorrow, Sean, and do some updates on what's going on there. Del, Sean, good opportunity for the scouts to have a look at them up close at home. That's true. Yeah, you know what we're like for picking out the box players. I love that Ritsu Doan. Yes. So he has already on top of some of the players that could be potential, Del. I know Krupi won't start, but hope he gets some proper minutes.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic if he does. I mean, he's obviously performed away on internationals.
Yes.
So if there's if there's ever a reason for a manager to put a player back into a club and let him get some minutes on a pitch at the Premier League level, it's after scoring goals on an international pitch. So
It's something what Andoni's doing, isn't it? He's managing the minutes of the players. And even those that don't start, so they're continually coming on, whether it's 10, 15, maybe more minutes. And I think it's really good. He's showing it around. It's not only giving them game time, but it's also in the, tactical position as well, where the game's probably not running the way he wants it to be. And just to show that we do have players on the bench that can change things around.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Awesome.
I think things like that, I'm just picturing it now. Imagine if we've got the likes of Cook, Adley, and Gannon Doak coming on at 60 minutes, and then Krupi at 75. And you're like, holy bloody hell, that's an incredible switch in play with 30 minutes left. Fresh legs, excessive pace. It's a terrifying thought for any club playing against us.
But you need that one player with the vision to make things happen.
Yeah.
Right. So I know we build them up because they are damn good players. Really, technically brilliant, fast, energetic, with the physicality of the game. But you need that just one player who will say, look, I'm going to put my foot on the ball and find you. Whether it be a Christie, whether it be a Clivert, just a little moment of magic.
Yep.
That's all it needs.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Darren says Brooks will be yearning to show what magic he possesses after the frustrations of playing for Wales.
Yeah.
I bet.
I'm sorry for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, same. And I bet more than anything, Daz, he probably just wants to get back on a pitch with players who play like him. With the same mentality, the same strategy, the same thought process. I bet it's so frustrating having that, leathered into you game after game, week after week, and then to have it pulled out of you for 2 weeks on international. I bet that's really frustrating.
Playing international is a totally different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have the players around you that you have week in, week out. So it's adjusting, and sometimes it works, but not so often.
That's it.
Yeah, terrific player. Yeah,
absolutely. Daz says, "Damn good show, chaps."
Thanks, we Daz. Know. Thanks, Daz.
Thanks, Daz. Yeah, wrapping up shortly.
Not so fast.
He also says, back. No, not yet. I believe it is a 27th of November return.
Right, that's news.
I did see it somewhere this morning in my research. I can't see it now, so I'm not going to take too much time. But I'll give an update on that tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure it's 27th of November.
So, can I throw something in the pot now?
Of course you can.
We're going to have a visitor at the end of the month at the club.
Yes, we
are. The boss is coming over. What's your take on that?
I think it's firstly fantastic, obviously. As much FaceTime, or should I say boots on the ground, as possible, I think is good. There's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of moving cogs happening at the club right now, isn't there? So it doesn't surprise me that he's going to have to come and check things out. Does it fall in line with this Japanese team visiting? I'm not sure. Is there a load of stuff now happening at the end of the month in November? I'm going to have to go away and do some digging tonight and find out about all of this. Ready for tomorrow's show, I think. But yeah, I think it'll be fantastic for him to get involved a bit, be involved and be here. Is he going to be at one of the games at the end of the month? Who knows? That'd be awesome for the fans.
Well, my take on it is, first, it's business.
Always.
Right. And there are many issues, aren't there? Obviously, you'll think about the ground extension.
Yeah.
See how the plans are going. Obviously, he's updated all the time with phone calls or video calls, whatever. But to actually sit down with his guys at the club and go through everything. And then obviously, obviously.
Did you just see that when I did?
There will be loads and loads of speculation about, contracts or whatever. But just let that rest. I mean, first and foremost, yes, it's going to be business. It's the whole setup, isn't it? It's not just the player. So exciting times, I feel. Exciting times. Christmas might come early this year.
Oh, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm not doing Christmas this year, as we know, with newborn on the way. So an early Christmas present from Bournemouth would be fantastic. I'd love that.
I might just cancel Christmas and have 2 next year. Yeah.
Yeah, great idea. Tommy Parry says Mateta might be the best striker we've faced so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's strong at the moment and definitely an imposing figure in the final third. But I don't think we have to be as concerned as maybe normal circumstances. Like, we've got a super strong back four. Petrovic's quality. My concern is a lot less than it used to be nowadays.
Yeah.
Dale says Tommy Parry, he's top class. He's a complete striker. Yeah, absolutely. And then goes on to say that Gehi, Wharton, Mateta, Spine is the envy of most clubs.
Very much so. Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, quality. They got awesome quality in their side. Yeah. I did notice.
Get
on the plane, Darren.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
You might secure a place for you too.
That's it. That'd be fantastic, Daz. That'd be that is Christmas come early, right? But we'll see. Who knows? Tommy Parry says, worrying idea to think that 7 games in, we haven't really been tested against the top 5 striker. I trust our centre-backs. Absolutely. Do you know what's more worrying is the Brighton game was the most concerning for me. The attack that broke us down in the Brighton game over any of the other games that we've had so far. And who was that? That was with Matoma and Minte.
Yeah.
That was the most worried I'd been so far this season. I mean, obviously, we took in goals against Liverpool, but it's first game of the season and it was a fantastic effort. So I don't see it in the same eyes.
No.
Completely agree. I don't think we've been tested yet. I think this will be our biggest test of the season this weekend. But that's what we're here for, right? That's what the Premier League's about. That's what we're building up to, is these tests in the year. And I'm more than ready for it. Malcolm, I'm going to wrap up unless you've got anything else to add this morning, because we are back here in 24 hours time.
Wow. We can do it again tomorrow. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Amazing.
Well, I just say, everybody have a good Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Take care of each other, and look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. A couple of comments just popped in if you want to do them.
Yeah, absolutely. Darren says suitcase full of bills, dollars. That'd be nice.
Who knows? Perhaps some paperwork as well.
Yeah. David DaCosta, Mr. Foley might fancy a weekend break in Bournemouth. He might.
Yeah.
He absolutely might. In October, David.
Yeah, with all the tourists gone, why not?
Yeah, that's it. And less tourists now, so the beaches are a bit clearer for you guys. I know how busy it gets during the summer, so maybe now is the better time, Dale. But yeah, other than that, I wish you all farewell. Have a fantastic Thursday. We will see you all tomorrow morning for our Friday morning show. But for now, up the Cherries. Have a great evening.
Yeah, up the Cherries.
TalkSport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
I should be like you, Melvin.